as the court tussle between the Teacher Service Commission and the teachers' unions continues over the pay hike. Education Secretary Professor Jacob Kaimenyi has issued a directive to all teachers to report to work by Friday as directed by the employer, the TSC. Kaimenyi says teachers who will not heed the directive should consider themselves fired. He also said that the national examinations will not be postponed and requested parents to send their children to school.
The national examinations calendar has not been reviewed by the ministry. Consequently, I wish to reiterate once again that the said examinations will continue as scheduled. NEC has already released the national examinations timetable for 2015 examinations to enable the candidates focus more on the final preparations. And the launch will be done by our principal secretary, who is seated next to me here on Friday, right? The Minister of Education, Science and Technology wishes to appeal to all teachers to go back and teach as directed by their employer. In the interests of our innocent parents and children, especially the ones who are slated to sit for national examinations this year. I think it's important to listen to the cries of parents and children of this country. Number 4, the ministry wishes to advise all teachers in our motherland to take seriously the caution by TSC on the consequences of participating in unprotected strike, including loss of earnings and disciplinary action that could lead to termination of employment. This is not a question of threat. That is which is contained in law and code of conduct or regulations of all teachers in Kenya. Number 5, security being central to a conducive learning and training environment, the government once again wishes to assure parents and learners that measures have been put in place to secure the learners, the staff, and property of our education institutions. As clearly directed by the Minister of Interior and Coordination of National Government, any unprotected strike activities which threaten the security in our schools will not be entertained. Number 6, as TSC has clarified severally, the Supreme Court did not direct the government to pay teachers as ruled earlier by the Court of Appeal. The truth of the matter is that the Supreme Court didn't make such a ruling. And I quote, ladies and gentlemen, this court lacks jurisdiction to entertain an application challenging the exercise of discretion by the Court of Appeal under Rule 5, 2b of that court's rules, there being neither an appeal nor an intended appeal pending before the Supreme Court. Therefore, of necessity, ladies and gentlemen, my ministry appeals to all unions, to all leaders, including yourselves, to speak the truth on this matter instead of misleading Kenyans. And I've said so many times that we must listen to all parties. And sometimes we have a tendency to listen to one side of the story. And unless and until we listen to other side of the story, You may not get the facts the way they are.